Hello everyone, how's it going? It's been a minute. I am Jeff, and this is CJM Extra, and I am here with my friend and co-host.
Michael, look back.
Michael's back after a long period, and a lot of stuff has happened these past like a month since I last posted anything like this. Uh, Mike,
Lots of
Mike went through his surgery to get a new battery for his dystonia, pretty
yeah,
much.
DPS battery. It went well. Been relaxing, working a little bit, but it's good.
Yeah, and for me, I've been pumping iron and kind of get built up and everything, and I
Yeah.
think I'm having good results and everything.
Oh yeah.
Remember that book I was hyping up and truly enjoyed like in the year of 2020 called XL?
Yeah, Excel, yeah.
That's kind of like my story right now that I'm having, and it's pretty cool and kind of
It's,
scary, but yeah.
yay.
It's actually making me think since I have such a new uh this new this new thing now. It's trying to. I'm thinking. I'm finally trying. I'm finally getting over certain things, and I want to try to start writing again.
No, yeah, that's good.
Yes. And going by the screen, anyone who is watching this is seeing. I am using an image from the show Titans season 2 because I feel like tonight we're just going to talk about the latest season of the past season of Titans and maybe other DC shows or not and some comic book stuff just to fill the
Yeah.
hour or how long this is going to go.
Oh yeah.
But I guess minor news. Well, I don't know if I should really bring this up right now because reasons. But I'll say this much: CJM is getting retooled and everything. We are
Yeah.
still figuring out some things, but we might have some, I guess, some minor stuff happening. Probably
Yeah.
small
So
changes, big changes. Who knows? But it's probably gonna happen soon. Hopefully.
it's soon, hopefully, like this week or next, we'll have an episode soon enough. We're back and we'll be, discussing what's happened. I'll probably elaborate more on surgery and other stuff that I could think of. And we'll just shoot the breeze as usual.
Yes, and I think how and well as a well we spoke about this, and I'm thinking we probably are going to do this so we don't get burnt out. That it won't be a weekly show, but maybe a bi-weekly show or a monthly show. We'll see how
Yeah,
this goes.
yeah, yeah, because we'll have that stuff to do. But yeah, the show itself will be like bi weekly, any extra stuff might just post during weeks we're not going.
Yeah, any extra stuff will probably be CGM extra that either Mike or I record on the random with each other or whatever, or with
Yeah,
Chris, depending, or
yeah, and when
whoever
Chris
decides to come in.
will pop up, we'll put that up channel as well.
Yes, yes.
Boy.
But that's some CGM updates. If not that I don't think anyone cares, but it's like there. And also, Mike, you got 103 subs on your channel.
Yes. So at some point, next few weeks, I think we will be riffing Titanic.
Yes, and I'm honestly stunned that he got to 100 subs, and
I'm stunned too, but apparently you all want me to watch Titanic, then I can't deny the public.
I'm just coming along for the ride because I've always teased Mike that he never liked Titanic or whatever.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's a technically great film. Acting blah. But we will enjoy the cheese together.
Yes, and for a 3 hour movie, which I'm thinking we'll have to either break it up somehow, or we actually do all full 3 hours. I don't know how we're gonna do this when we do it.
Yeah, we'll see what we got. We might do all three, just do two parts. Depends on how bored we get to board. I don't know.
Honestly, I haven't watched Titanic since the last time I watched Titanic was a sophomore in high school when I rented it randomly or something.
Uh,
That's the last time I ever watched it, and
I,
I cried the second time. That's all I'll say.
I haven't seen it since the 90s?
1997,
2000?
1998.
Probably. I think when my sister and her friend rented it, I think that's the last time I watched it.
Hold on, your sister's younger than us. What in the world is she watching Titanic as a teenager or preteen for? Was it for Leonardo DiCaprio?
I think so. It might have been like in 2000. Watched it.
Oh,
But,
jeez.
but yeah, wow.
Okay.
So,
And the thing about Titanic is, and I will get to the Titan stuff in a moment. It's a James Cameron film, and when you think of James Cameron, you think of like Terminator or any of his other films that's like pretty popular.
yeah, I
Even
think,
that damn
yeah,
Avatar film.
yeah, or Avatar, I guess. Or True Lies, which is a good film.
True Lies is good because Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis. It's even though it's like a subpar of Terminator because that's for Terminator Judgment Day because that will always be fucking great.
Yeah, that's pinnacle of James Cameron. And in Aliens, which is great films.
Oh yeah, I'll be watching Aliens probably this weekend.
Oh man. Game over, man. Game over.
um, but yeah, James Cameron, Titanic. It's pretty. I mean, it got fucking Oscars. It was like so. I mean, when that film came out, it blew up so much, and you'll be hearing me say this again when I watch it with Mike sometime in the near future.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's going to be on Mike's channel. So if you want to hear us talk, when you want to hear us with Titanic or whatever, just go subscribe to his channel and just wait for it, and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yes. But now Titans, and here's the thing
Yeah,
about Titans. When it first came out, I didn't watch it at all because I was going by opinions of some comic YouTubers that I liked and now I'm just kind of calmed down with, and I was going by what they were saying about the damn show. But a month ago, I decided to watch Titans because I think Chris was watching it or whatever, and I said, "Fine, I'll watch the damn thing
yeah.
finally."
Mm-hmm.
And I was fucking invested after the first episode.
Yeah,
I was fucking invested with the. I mean, I don't know what the fuck was going on with the. I don't know if they were high or what, but whoever they really downplayed how this show really is because it is better than the fucking CW DC comic verse.
yeah. I have to agree with that. I think CW versus is like safe. I'm gonna say, for lack of better words, like safe storytelling. Like they have consistency. I give you that, but it's safe storytelling in a way versus like times where it's more freer, more looser to do things. So I do agree with that. That it's better because they can do their own stuff and they don't have to worry about censors as much.
Yes, and I don't know how. I mean, it was just a feeling as I was watching the show. I mean, and I still love Supergirl, and the final season's and the second part of the final season's about to start probably in August.
Yeah.
But it had, I don't know. I think maybe it's because it's it's less family-ish, like less hand holding, and
Yeah.
this one is more shit's happening. We got to do something now and deal with our own angst and issues or whatever,
Yeah,
compared
this
to stuff in the
more,
CW verse.
yeah, CW's more like family friendly. Um, Titans or Doom Patrol's more like teenage, more adult like way.
Yes, yes.
And Doom Patrol's another one gets here that one. All of it, but it's good. Let's
Mhm.
see.
Yes. And if you don't know what Titans are, Titans is it's an adaptation of the popular comics, and I guess kind of still going on because it's like it's a thing in DC Comics and everything, and it's about the sidekicks having their own stories and making form their own team, and it's canon to the DC universe at large because all the heroes know each other, and it's like a close knit thing more or less.
Yeah, you might have known them better as Teen Titans, but
Teen Titans, thank you. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Because
in comics and the animated series, but this show is strictly called Titans.
Titans, because I guess they're like when like the main character is like Dick Grayson, and he knew about the Titans, like I guess they formed it like when he was a teenager with Donna Troy and some other characters who are part of the show a little bit, and they all knew each other and they decided just to form the group, and I guess they went on for like a couple of years as they were like growing up and everything.
Yeah.
And they broke up like due to a very specific reason. They broke up like probably around their late teens. I'm gonna say. That's my mindset for it. They broke up by their late teens or whatever, early
Mm-hmm.
20s, late
Yeah.
teens, early 20s, like 19,
Mm-hmm.
18 to 20. I'm gonna say.
It makes sense.
And the thing is, like with any team, the show actually will explores it, but not until season 2, because season 1 is just about Dick, Raven, Beast, yeah, that's his name, Garfield, right?
Garfield.
Garfield, oh, Starfire, who is by her, Coriander,
Yeah.
and that's it. Yeah, that's the core group.
Yeah. A score group one.
It's a small group, and it worked, honestly enough. I
Mm-hmm.
think I was able to get so invested because it was a very, very small group. Not any person was like a supporting player or a supporting character, because they each are important in their own way for the story.
Mm-hmm.
And they all come together due to Raven, because she's like pretty much the main focus of the first season, due to Colt is chasing after her, and she feels like, and she had a vision that she has to go find someone, and that was Dick Grayson,
Yeah.
who does wind up protecting her due to reasons, because he has his own issues that correspond with Bruce Wayne, an old Bruce Wayne, which I was kind of like taken aback, like, wow, they really going for the old Bruce thing. Like he's like in his like what mid 40s at this point,
Yeah.
mid to late 40s.
This Bruce Wayne is kind of a dick, or this feels like almost like the animated series handled it a little bit, and other some comic storylines where Bruce and Dick had like a major falling out. Because,
Understandably.
yeah, I'm saying like because they're different individuals. Bruce is too Grant. Dick is a little bit more open and more popular. It's the
And,
same with the ladies and everyone else.
and the thing is, for this show, it seemed like, well, I'm not sure. I could be mixing it up, but I think in the comic, I've only heard this. Like, the reason why they had a falling out in the comics was because Dick got shot, and it totally like took Bruce Batman aback that his ward got shot and hurt, and he just double up on the instinct of I do not want him to die, and just decided to like he's done being Robin or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what happened in some iterations. They obviously parted ways as Dick got older, became his own character,
Hmm.
his own man in a sense. But there's just different interpretations of what happened, and of course, changes in every few years when they reboot. It's kind of hard to keep track of what happened.
Yeah, but you know that. But as you said, it just says they do break up eventually.
And they do go separate ways, but there's still respect between both of them. Even in the games, Bruce still respects Dick, Bruce has got to think of something. But anyways,
But yeah, we got an old Bruce Wayne, and Dick is like totally like fuck Bruce or fuck Batman because he's still sporting the Robin.
yeah. Like, I think some people just like upset because it's like Edge Lord Rob. It's like, well, whatever.
Okay, by
Sure.
yeah, by seeing the episode in its entirety and getting this version of Dick, I have to say fuck anyone who reviewed this and didn't really and didn't really give an explanation about the whole edgelord and just say he was just edgelord. There was a reason why he was like this, and it's like, oh well, I guess I did have to. So I'm glad I am watching this for myself to finally put that to rest. Yes, he was edgelord, but there's a reason behind it, and so stop emphasizing on a damn fuck Batman thing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, there's a reason. Batman get it. It done.
We all know Bruce. I mean, again, we've had discussions like off recording or whatever that Bruce Batman is a fucking dick. I mean, he doesn't like to. There are sometimes someone has to call Bruce out on his bullshit and what he says. He's a dick. He can be.
That is true, and he's getting better. There's somewhat of reconciliation between him and Jason Todd. Looks like he's
Ugh.
wrong of the situation.
And I guess I should try to go through this as thorough as I can, but I'm not. I'll be jumping around, so I'm sorry in advance. But so Dick, Bruce, issues. Dick is still holding onto the Robin mantle until he finds that someone by the name of Jason Todd, like this 16, 17-year-old kid, drops on by during the course of the episodes and just says he's the new Robin or whatever. And Dick is like, whoa, what? What? Gasp! What? Judas! It's a very shocking moment because Dick is going through his own identity issues at this point because if I'm not Robin, who am I? And Jason's like the new Robin, but he's got a chip on his shoulder and everything. And they actually hold true to his origin about the way he met Bruce or Batman was he was taking like the spare tires or something off the wheel or whatever, the rims, I believe.
Yes. He tries to jack the tires of the Batmobile.
Yeah, of all things, and this kind of earned like Batman's respect or like, intrigued him that what this boy was doing.
Yeah, he's got balls. I like that.
Yeah. So Jason Todd, Dick Grayson, they have a kind of rapport with one another, but Dick sees immediately that there is something about the kid that's kind of unhinged because he starts beating up on some random police officers when they try to stop something from hurting like one of Dick's like personal family, quote unquote family members from the circus or whatever in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
It's, oh, yes, and so it's realized that yes, this Jason, of course, we all know now. If you don't know, Jason is very unhinged. He has a lot of anger issues. That's always the emphasis with Jason. He has rage, anger. He's unlike Dick. He's not like Dick. Dick is calm, cool, and friendly. Jason is pretty much a dick. He's a dick, dumbass.
Yeah, he's a dumbass and stuff. Not anything, which is like, well, later on you'll get trouble with it.
Yeah, but even though there's that chip on his shoulder, it seems like Dick doesn't really like push him out as you would think because reasons.
Yeah.
Because they're still connected by Bruce and pretty much, that's like his adoptive brother or foster brother, however this works with the Wayne wards and everything. They're all like adopted brothers or foster siblings.
Yeah, pretty much. Foster siblings.
And the thing is, I remember like when Dick was like went to the manor in the series, like seasons 1 or 2, no, season 2, maybe. No, season 1 or season 2. He goes into the mansion and then he sees like Jason like fucking around and like he brought a fucking motorcycle in the manor and he was like using it to go down the damn stairs. Like how juvenile can you get? Like, dude, what the fuck? And it's like, where the fuck is Alfred? Alfred would not handle. I mean, if Bruce is like going to be fucking nonchalant, I'm going to say that Alfred should be the one to say, Master Jason. He should be the one laying down the damn law. That's his damn house. I don't even know where the fuck Alfred is right now.
Yeah. Either Alfred in that universe is an extended fiction, or I'd say this, but I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he is, but I think they did mention Alfred because Dick did get in contact with him, so he's still around. He's probably not living in the mansion, though. Or he probably lives in a different part and just like saying, I ain't doing this right now.
I can't deal with this shit right now. Master Wayne's gone. Maybe I don't know.
It's a thing. Like he's like in his own little dimension hole or something. Where Alfred is like, I don't know.
They probably like casting him yet, so that might be a reason why. But they probably will.
Yeah.
Barbara's gonna be in season
3. She's Commissioner Gordon, and Killing Joke happened in this universe, it seems, because she's like in a wheelchair. It's like, oh wow, cool. And they're going by the Batman Beyond thing, animated series more or less, where she does become commissioner.
Yeah, so at least there's some driven to that. So we'll wait and see what they do. But maybe they will bring up some point. I'm open to.
Well, if we had an older Bruce, and that means that Alfred could very well be retired, but honestly, I guess they want to do this like realistically, but honestly, I see Bruce being like early 40s at best.
Yeah. It could retire, you never know.
Sure. But that's just my interpretation of my Bruce Wayne Batman. But then again, this is a different universe altogether. So whatever, however they want to work. What I'm getting at, this Bruce Wayne is okay, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of still of a dick, but it's like it's a good interpretation, I'll say.
Yeah.
It's just I cannot picture this Bruce Wayne how the fuck he's dealing with Jason. He just says he's like a disgruntled dad. Like, I don't know what to do. Bruce, you're a millionaire. What the fuck do you think you should be doing? I think you should be disciplining him and just telling him, guiding him as you do in the comics. I don't know. Come on, dude. But then again, Bruce is not the most what's the word I'm looking for? He's not the most sensitive when it comes to certain things, maybe. He has compassion. I've mentioned Bruce Wayne, Batman, is the most compassionate character. I can admit that he has a lot of compassion in the entire DC comics. He's the most compassionate character.
He's got a lot of compassion. And sometimes he just has art like translating that into like helping, I guess, raise kids.
Apparently, I mean, again, Dick is the what is it? What does the one say? Dick is he's in. He is the one that Bruce raised, and he's like the golden child. He cannot be touched. He is the one that he is all of Bruce Batman's hope that he was able to raise him as best he could, and whatever. And he turned out great.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, ooh. No, unfortunately, due to reasons and everything.
Yeah. Personally, Jason's like the troubled middle child. Sadly.
Yes, he is. And but the thing is, on TikTok, I'm seeing a lot of females and comic and people who like it are very into very into him, like strong fan bases.
Well, I mean, he has a big fan base, especially since he's become Red Hood. So the anti-Batman.
Yeah. Oh, I use guns. That's some edgelord shit right there.
Well, yeah,
you never use edgelord. The word edgelord and Dick Grayson do not go hand in hand. It is Jason Todd / Red Hood edgelord.
Yeah, that's true. He's an edgelord.
But anyway, I digress. But anyway, so we got that dynamic in the series and what Dick is going to work up to become, spoiler alert, Nightwing in season 2.
Yeah.
He'll be going through a lot of growth with Raven, Garfield, and Kori, and the dynamic between all the characters as they're introduced and interacting with one another is great. I was so fucking invested, and I stand by. I was hesitant when I first heard about the whole Coriander situation on Titans until I watched it, and Kori is fucking awesome. She is the MVP of this entire series, and I love her.
Oh yeah.
The actress that plays her, fucking great. I have no qualms. She got that whole mysterious woman. You don't know what she can do, but she's got great chemistry with Dick and everything. She watches Raven and Garfield when they come together. She's like the den mother, as she should be for the fucking team, right?
Exactly. She's really good.
And I'm telling you that. I mean, when like in episode 3 or 4, after they get Garfield and they're just like saying how they do their abilities or whatever, and Garfield is like saying, and they're like at Dick's, like at Bruce Wayne's, like one of his random houses or whatever that he owns.
Yeah.
And Garfield, Beast Boy, is like all getting excited and shit. Like he's just speaking up about the whole finding out who Batman is, and Corey just says, "Garfield, calm down," or something. She just lays down the law like, "Kids, go." Okay. It's like, oh shit. She's really got their names down pat. I love it. She's just like, this is Corey Anders. I am down with Corey. She's awesome, and I love it.
Yeah, like Garfield got her in that flash moment where like, oh yeah, he's geeking out. In the Bruce in the Batcave in Justice League. Like, okay.
Yes. But anyway, so all the characters are very good together in the first season, even though it kind of ends in a dour moment when the whole accumulation of Raven and finding what she is and why is everyone chasing after this one girl who has mysterious dark psychic powers or whatever. It's because she is the daughter of a demon and a human who winds up betraying everyone because she is devoted to Trigon.
Yeah.
Another word would be simp, but
Right.
that's all that is. Like, yeah, she just wants to D.
What's the big one? Then yeah, the Dragon's like a notable villain in Teen Titans and DC Universe.
Yes, and even though it ends in a down note with Dick and everything, on the beginning of season 2, they kind of breeze through it. Like, yes, they all got infected or whatever, but it's Beast Boy who was somewhat revived by Raven to remind of who she was, and Raven had to remind Dick of that there's not like you can get through this and everything. Like, I believe in you. It's not just darkness, because Trigon was like using his inner feelings of Bruce and everything, that making this makeshift world that Bruce turned bad and he had to try to stop him and shit. And it's like, oh no.
Yeah, that thing where like, what if we're on where Bruce is now like a killer and sort of like the Batman laughs.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And stuff, which is really good. Like, Dragon just uses people's fears. It's interesting to see.
Yeah. And all the characters that get infected is included Robin, Jason Todd, Hawk and Dove, which is very curious that they're involved in this show. And I actually was digging how their origin came to be, more or less.
Yeah. They're unrated characters, in my opinion.
And Donna Troy, who was also fucking great too.
Yeah, she's great.
Because
comics.
Even though Donna Troy has one of the most complicated histories out of the characters of Teen Titans.
Yeah, her history's over the place.
It's like up there with Hawkman or whatever.
Yeah, because like sometimes they keep changing. It's just really weird.
Yeah, I've actually, I've read her biography. It's fucking crazy. Like, what?
Yeah, and there's trees a whole other stream. Or not stream, but like video in itself.
And the thing is, I don't even think any of the current DC writers like to even write Donna Troy because it's like too much. Like we give her. I mean, they always change it due to the always reboot or whatever. It's like you just can't think of one clear thing about Donna Troy, can you?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like different eras, different writers. They just don't know what to do with her. Sort of like how like Joker's daughter's background keeps changing a little bit. They don't know what to do with her. You know, she was clearly made as a Robin villain, more or less, but as well as a Teen Titans character. But it's like they just don't know what to do with her because she just didn't fit. Because she taking on Joker's daughter or Riddler's daughter occasionally, or Cat Girl, or one of the Cat Girl figures. Like,
Mhm.
okay, they just know what to do until they did a backstory, but then again, her character was dead at that point.
Mm.
So, okay. Yeah, but I mean, they sort of brought her back in New 52, more down to earth. Kind of weird. But,
Okay.
I don't think she's been brought back in Rebirth yet.
I'm not even sure if Rebirth is going on to continue on now because we're now entered like the new time
Yeah,
frame of DC Comics now.
yeah. DC Metal slash the whole new reboot, which is supposed to be happening, or is happening right now.
It is happening because Death Metal's ended. Wonder Woman rebooted the universe once again, or whatever. So
Yeah, and you're rebooting her first. We do know there's another Batman in the future, second Batman
oh
show.
yeah, the future state thing. Right,
Yeah,
right. I
and
think that future might be concrete or taking place in a different universe. I don't know.
yeah, but either way, it's gonna be interesting to see how he handles the mantle of the Batman, and Bruce is on his own other journey and stuff. But once again, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Yes, and I'm not well versed at best when it comes to certain DC things. I get it in an overview. I'm not like devoted to the DC comics form as you are, depending.
Yeah, depending. And once again, DC's universe is all over the place because they like their multiverse. Um, they like their multiverse. They got a multiverse for everything. Like they're doing comics on the '89 universe from the Batman films.
Mm. And you think MCU started this whole multiverse of thing? No, no,
Uh,
it was all DC to begin with, more or less.
DC just loves whatever popular. They said stick it, make it a comic.
Hmm.
So that's why you got the universe for Superman 78 universe.
Mm.
89 Batman film universe. Injustice universe.
Which actually is going to become an animated film,
Yeah,
actually, soon enough.
and it looks good from here.
It's so
You know,
depressing, though. I love Tom Taylor's writing and everything. He was so fucking great. And
yeah,
it's just Injustice is so depressing yet so good.
it's good, depressing. It's everything you kind of want in a story that tells a story of what if Superman slowly falls into becoming like a dictator, becoming like he wants to do good, but he's doing it for wrong reasons. Joker created this because it's Joker's fault. Really, he put him on the path to becoming this evil dictator.
This is what Zack Snyder tried to do with the Superman of the DC extended universe or whatever.
Yeah, sort of. Except I think for that one's like instead of like because Lois dying is part of it, but it's also the anti-life equation was used on him a little bit. So it's kind of a mix of both
Ah,
ideas, ideas and stuff. But yeah, you're right. It's kind of like borrowing from this idea, Lois died, that cascades down a path that leads to Superman being, a dictator or evil and stuff, whichever you want to call it. Justice kind of sets it up a little bit better, I believe, because it's not just about Lois dying or Jocelyn being nuked. And it's things to discuss with Superman going down this path. Why Bruce rejects, because Bruce, once again, has always had this not really yes suspect, but also has this suspicion, because, once again, Bruce has always been suspicious of individuals with great power, which is why he creates those contingency plans. Like,
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Which we do know that sometimes Disney plans go backwards. Tower Babel, that story arc is really good. Watch it, because it's really good. And Chris, his contingency plan for himself is the Justice League.
Yeah, if Batman ever went bad, the Justice League would step in and stop him.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got a plan of everything, including himself.
Actually, that animated film of Justice League or whatever uses the Tower of Babel storyline for that animated film.
Yeah.
So go watch that if you're curious.
Yes, go watch that, and also go watch on Halloween. It's good from my hearing. Although I think part 2 they flipped the script, so I don't know if that's a good thing.
Oh, really?
Because we see what happened when they flipped the script. Batman Hush, they didn't use Hush, they used Riddler.
Oh shit, really? That's bad.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, that's what Killing Joke, that's not what the script is, that stuff was really needed. But yeah, so I haven't seen part 2, so I don't know what they've changed. And I'm hoping they didn't change the killer. Because they did, I'd be like, well, but then again.
Well, you're the biggest Batman fan I know, so this is a big thing for you.
So that might be something, but once again, go watch it. Because it's a good story. No, just one's kind of a dick, but we'll get to that later.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, so. But yeah.
No,
just the storyline.
Yeah, but I digress. I'm sorry, but we always do this. We always find a way to divulge shit. But Titans, Donna Troy, complicated, but she's a main character in this, or a secondary. She's a secondary character that becomes more prominent during season 2, and so does Dove and Hawk too, because they got like that sexual thing going on, and I wish I could explain more like episode but I'm just gonna give the overall story. Season 1, Raven, beginning of season 2, Raven's story finishes, and now it's like Dick wants to start the Titans again, but with Raven, Garfield, and Jason Todd, because he needs discipline, and apparently Bruce doesn't know what to do with a teenager. Apparently, I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't give Bruce any leeway on this. Like, dude, you adopted the teen, and I don't know. Maybe you need. I don't know, Bruce. Maybe just be a father like how you were with Dick at times. I don't know. Whatever. But I don't know. I don't know, Bruce. I don't know how to help you.
Bruce is good with the emotional.
You see, another tangent. This is why I remember in the animated series of Justice League when it came Unlimited, when Wonder Woman and Batman went to Superman to celebrate his birthday, and then she brings him like a plan or whatever, and she says, "What you give him, Bruce? You didn't. You gave him money? No." But you try to figure out what to give someone who has everything. Like, Bruce, you didn't, because he was going to give him like money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bruce, come on.
Yeah, Bruce is not original when it comes to presents.
Presents? No, he probably would just give him like a jet if he said, "I don't know, what am I supposed to give him?" Dude, really? Really?
I'm so useless. Here's a jet.
Here's a jet. Like, why would you give him a jet? He can fly.
Exactly. It's like that. It's like, why do you give money? You don't need money.
He don't need money.
Clark chooses to do the humble job of being a reporter because that's just how he is.
Even though I want to think that Clark has like a secret savings he only keeps on a rainy day or something.
That's
He probably has a secret account somewhere, like saying, in case I'm ever involved in a scandal or something, I have some money I stashed away.
I'm pretty sure he does.
And I want to believe, I don't know, and I want to say that's like under Lois's guidance eventually. Like, you probably should keep some money for yourself. Just in case, dude. Because reasons. But anyway, in the show of Titan season 2, Dick is beginning to train them in like self defense because in these kind of shows they can't always be showcasing their power, so they have to showcase what they're learning like through physicality and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and it's pretty cool to see. They got better coordination compared to the freaking CW shows.
Yeah, because like CW's just rely on their powers, but what if some event causes them to lose their power?
Exactly. So even though like Jason's like superior in fighting, it seems like Garfield and Raven can hold up a little bit more if they like pay attention or whatever. Even though Raven's powers are changing and it kind of freaks out Jason because I'm just a guy. She's got powers, man. What the fuck or whatever. And they are total dicks to each other or something is a thing because you live together and they're teenagers. Of course, it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, and you probably don't hear Bruce and Bruce like he's unaffected by bio. She's got power.
Yeah. But this is all about Dick, not Bruce. But even though Bruce is pretty much a backstory thing that gets more revealed, like as a shadow looms over Dick's life until he is able to accept certain things and everything and move on.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, during this course, as Dick is training them, Kori goes to do her own thing with Donna Troy, and they're like partners.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like doing like a detective thing for a while because Kori wants to find out who she is because she has amnesia or she kind of gets her memory back, attacks Raven, is horrified by what she does before shit happens, and then it gets resolved. And I'm always gonna remember this, that what Dick says to Donna over the whole Kori thing, like Kori loves Raven. She would do anything for her. She would never hurt her, which is true. But due to Kori coming to Earth, due to finding out about a prophecy of Trigon coming, that's why she arrived to kill the person who was supposed to bring him here, and that was Raven, unfortunately.
Yes.
But due to reasons, it kind of gets everything gets taken care of, and there's still love between the characters, and I love that because of course Kori loves Raven. That's like her little precious daughter or whatever her name. Like if Kori and honestly, if it was about Kori and Raven and everything, I wouldn't care. Like it's all about these two. I totally see them as the mother-daughter of the show, and I love them to bits, and I love them so much.
Yeah, their relationship is always interesting in this and comics as well. That's fun.
And Garfield too. Garfield actually grew on me a little bit during the course of the series too, and I'm happy.
And Beast Boy is also a good character. And I'm glad they actually give him fleshed out with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, particularly after the Titans breakup again, because the Titans past come out about the whole Slade thing and his son, and it's a thing. It's a big thing, apparently. This is a big thing in the season 2. Mm-hmm. Like, why did the Titans break up? Because Robin, because they found out that Slade killed one of their own. Yeah. The aqua dude or whatever, and he had like sexual tension with Donna Troy and shit, and like, it's a thing, it's kind of like it's like, oh god, of course they did, but It's a
Slade,
thing.
another big villain, so Deathstroke.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
sorry. No, I'm sorry. Deathstroke, not Slade. I'm sorry. I'm
oh,
mixing it up with Teen
oh,
Titans shit. Oh my god, the cartoon.
well,
Oh, my
Slade is his first name, so we
oh, you're
don't.
right. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Ah,
Yeah,
God.
Deathstroke slash Slade, whichever one you use is alright. Same thing. Most comic fans will know what he's talking about. He's another big villain, mainly to take as a villain, but he is a villain that crosses over in other comics.
And he's a very superior fighter that can keep. He's on par with almost what Batman and shit. He's taken down
Yeah,
some of the Justice League members.
yeah, he's very dangerous.
Very
And,
dangerous.
and he's also got a daughter and a son. And a cousin.
Rose and what's his name? Rose and
Jericho. Jericho.
Jericho, and Jericho is deaf due to something that happened in the past that made him mute, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually gets showcased in the show wonderfully enough. And Rose is actually introduced in season 2, and I didn't know what to think of her until I saw her. It's like, oh, okay, she's doing good. I like this. But then you
Yeah,
find out, spoiler alert, she is actually working with her father to break up the Titans and everything until she has a change of heart. And actually, after she bones Jason and tells him, he tells him if he he has a freak out like, I can't trust anyone. No.
yeah. Rose is kind of like the anti-hero in Teen Titans.
Yes.
He's been portrayed as both a hero and a villain, depending on what you look up like. But she's a good character.
She's a good character, yes, and in the show, wonderfully played. Got a lot of praise for that. I have a lot of praise for all the actors and actresses portraying these characters in this show.
Yes.
It's so great. I got no complaints, honestly.
Yeah, and every time Blackfire comes in.
Oh,
And,
oh, that shit's gonna. Oh man, it was kind of briefly touched on season 2 about Kori and her sister, but it's like, oh, I'm anticipating that shit too. How it's gonna correspond with it being taking place in Gotham this season.
yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be a big, well, not maybe not a big one, but a part of the plot line, maybe.
They'll probably have to divide the storylines between the characters because I don't know. It seems like I think it has a nice balance of powers and the regular fighting with like a scheme of sticks and shit and
Yeah,
actually using their powers. I think it has a nice balance, more or less.
yeah, definitely.
But anyway, a lot of shit happened. Oh god, season 2. Oh, I do have like maybe one gripe: Hawk and Dove.
Mm-hmm.
I I like the story, particularly with Hawk and how and why he's involved, and how he did have a younger brother, and he got. I mean, shit happened with them in the past. Like I think he was molested or something, which is fucked up and everything due to
Yeah.
reasons. So that's the reason why they decided to be. That's why he decided to use the mantle of Hawk and Dove, and his little brother was like not the pacifist, but the one that kept him calm and kept him focused. And while he was like the muscle and shit, but they looked like they had a good relationship until tragedy struck, and unfortunately the original Dove, his little brother, died,
Yeah.
and the new Dove who was this blonde chick. I forget her name, but she's cool. She's really cool, and she
Yeah.
can fight too and everything. And they have like they work through their grief of losing their loved ones due to this horrific accident, and showcasing their relationship. And then she finds out that he was Hawk, and she decides to become Dove because she's also did some training and shit because she was
Mm-hmm.
like a ballerina or in gymnastics, and learned about the guy that molested him as a kid or whatever, and they attacked him, and they had hardcore sex.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the new Hawk and Dove, they had sex afterward.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they have a healthy sex life.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing, yet then again, God damn it, Dick is a horn dog, and then over the course you find out in their past, Dick did hook up with Dove when they were in the Titans and shit, and Hawk might have been bitter about it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
of course Dick hooked up with her. Of course he did.
Yeah.
I like this portrayal that, Dick is not perfect. I know we have this. I know I can romanticize Dick being this perfect dude, but he is not. He's actually quite dirty, too. He's great, mind you, morally, but he's also a human who has flaws, and sometimes I think he likes women. It's like, yeah,
He
that's
gets
pretty
around,
dirty. It's like, okay.
gets around like Bruce does.
Yes, exactly.
He's not perfect. I mean, yeah, he's maybe better in some respects, but he is perfect.
None of these characters are. They all broke. They all have flaws that correspond to the tragedy that happens in the series, and the why behind everything, and working through their own issues. Which, of course,
Yeah, yeah. Like that's I think one of the reasons why I like these characters are up is they're flawed. Like one of the reasons why Batman is such a great character is it's a flawed individual.
mm.
Uses his flaws to go like shape a bit better character.
Depending on the story, because he can be good, and then sometimes it can be. And then there are also mentions of that Batman can go overboard, and it's like we need to make sure he's okay and make sure he doesn't go overboard so much.
Yeah, and sometimes he does go overboard, or he does things that it's cringe worthy. But yeah, but once again, like Bruce, like he's got his flaws.
And yes, and I think Titans showcases these flaws in very good way and very interesting views. And you can either be like on the character side the one moment, but like against them the next, depending on the situation, and or how you see these characters after getting the full story, more or less. I still like Dick, though Dick is a horn dog and he just has a lot of issues he needs to work through. And I also like how it's funny when Donna Troy mentioned that you sup with Kori, because I'm not sure, but I think that it's implied that Donna and Dick might have hooked up as teenagers at one point, but they kind of downplay it like, no, we do love each other, but I don't know. They seem to downplay the thing that they know each other very well, and it's like, how well are we talking? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, or whatever, or what? I don't know. Like,
Right. And then the comics they did hook up for a short period.
I wouldn't be surprised.
A moment in the series, maybe the wink and nod. No, yeah, we hooked up at one point. Maybe.
I think they might have hooked up because they are very close, like siblings at this point. But I guess there's no sexual tension I've sensed between them, because I think it's long past and she just loves him like as a friend or something, or has like this eternal love for him. But it's like, I will never go on it. I will never see it through. I know I love you, but I really can never be with you like that. I'm sorry. Like, no.
Yeah.
On both fronts. Well, more for Donna's than Dick's, because I honestly think if Dick really wanted to, he possibly could make moves on Donna, but I'm not sure if she would shut it down or not, honestly enough.
No. But yeah, probably.
Oh, but again, due to the secrets of the original Titans coming on board, and going back to what I said about Hawk and Dove, I'm not sure. I don't really depend on Hawk and Dove being on a Titans team in this show at first. I like them as characters, but really being part of the Titans, really? I mean, they can fight and all, but when you think of Titans, you think of like Robin and some characters that can do more things, whatever, like fly around, control water. And it was just mostly 3 humans, 1 Amazon chick. I'm sorry, woman, girl. 1 Amazon in training or whatever. And Aquaman's little partner, who was kind of a himbo too, in a way. Kind of.
Yeah.
Blonde, blue-eyed kid, Garth, or whatever his name was, whatever. Not sure. But I think Titans did a good job of showcasing them more or less. Even if I don't, even if I don't really think that Hawk and Dove really, really need to be on the Titans team, I can see as a story hold, it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though I do not see the relevance of Hawk and Dove in the second season, I really don't see them like, what are they fucking contributing exactly, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I honestly, I just really wanted to be about Raven, Kori, Garfield, and me and Robin and Rose just trying to be a team. I would have totally cut off that. I would have cut them off at that point. Like, no, they said they quit. They have a past, and like, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they made it work, and then, Connor Kent gets involved because he's a clone of Superman and Lex Luthor, and he's trying to find his way in life and everything.
Yeah.
And he's a total himbo character. He's like lovable but naive, and it's like he's a total himbo.
Yeah.
He's nothing but I like that it was Garfield trying to keep him. I like it was like those two trying to, like it was Garfield trying to keep Connor out of trouble as best he could, but due to the fact that Dick left because everyone's leaving me again due to what I did to Slade's son, and I have guilt, and everyone split up. Garfield was the last Titan to be in the tower or whatever. He had to be the one to stay with Connor, get him to talk, and them having a small adventure, which ended in a mishap, and then those two getting captured by Cadmus or whatever. And if you know the word Cadmus, you know shit goes down whenever they're involved, and it's a thing.
Yeah. Cadmus involved, things get sketchy.
Yes, and actually, honestly, I see Connor and Garfield becoming very good friends because I like that whole tit for tat thing. Connor being the big guy and Garfield the small funny guy trying to keep him like from doing anything stupid. Like, dude, you can't do that. Why not? She's in trouble. Yeah, but we can't. Yeah, we're heroes, but we can't always be around just help everyone. It's just a thing. But that's not right. Oh, God, dude. Come on. I wish Dick were here. He knows how to get through to people.
True.
I can only do so much. I'm just the guy that transforms into a tiger.
Yeah.
But eventually, pretty much season 2, it's the beginning of Nightwing by the end of the season, and they were able to save Garfield and Connor from Cadmus after a big fight. And unfortunately, Donna Troy dies because she tried to stop an electrical wire from hurting the others, but she gets electrocuted and dies, and she has like an Amazonian funeral at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But in the casting, I saw in the poster, Donna's alive.
Yep.
So what the fuck?
That might be a plot point in season 3.
Yeah, that Donna Troy's did Donna Troy die or what? What the fuck happened?
Or did she like reincarnate? You know, that's not return. Either she's brought back from like a spell.
Or maybe Raven did something. I don't want to think Raven did something, but then again,
or she did like a Superman just regenerated. I mean, I don't know.
Her ability, Donna Troy's abilities are similar to Wonder Woman, right?
True. Yeah.
So it's peculiar. And actually, this is kind of cool that Donna Troy is the only connection she has to Wonder Woman. She's the only connection to Wonder Woman in an actual show that we don't see.
Yeah.
So honestly enough, I would if they do a Wonder Woman 3, which I think they will. I think they should just introduce Donna Troy.
No. I mean, that'd be cool.
Or you know what? Or Cassie. I would like to see Cassie because it's just Donna Troy is very hard to get down, but I like this interpretation of Donna Troy in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But Cassie, a blonde girl who's like the daughter of half daughter, is like the daughter of Zeus and a human and shit, and she's just like a big, and she could be like a fangirl to like Donna Troy or Wonder Woman or whatever, and said, I want to do this too, because in that Titans and that Young Justice show, she was like very happy-go-lucky, like I want to do this too. Like Cassie, less fangirl, more Wonder Girl. Oh, right, sorry. So it's like maybe get Cassie involved as a new Wonder Girl. I don't know. Just saying.
When they bring her back.
Mm. But anyway, so Donna Troy dead. Connor's joined the team with Crypto because that's cool, of course, and the dog,
Yeah.
his forever companion. So the all a team and
bringing it the bat dog. I don't think anything like that, but it'd be really cool.
I mean, if they had a bat dog and everything, I say go for it. Like, yeah,
They just bring in like Ace for one episode. I'd be like, nah.
And then Ace and Crypto can have like this small rivalry thing or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like Crypto, stop bothering him. It's not Crypto bothering him. The damn doll Ace is actually bullying Crypto.
Ace is being mean.
And I can see it. I can see Ace being mean to Crypto.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like Bruce's personality. Like,
And a peculiar scene happened at the end of the season of season 2. Kori was talking to Bruce, and how she said, "Thank you for bringing us all together," and he just says, "I don't know what you're talking about. I'm happy you're thanking me, but I don't know what you're talking about." What? What do you mean? And then her and Dove start talking behind, like in shot and hush whispers, like, "Wait, if that wasn't Bruce, then who was it? I don't know. Do you want to be the one to tell him that? No." Like, it's like this unbridled fear of Bruce and Batman. Like, I ain't gonna tell Batman anything. He can say whatever he wants.
Now I'm wondering if it's like Bruce look. Could it be Hush? Possibly.
It wasn't Hush. The theory was that it could have been Raven somehow being the one to bring them all together.
True, and she might be manifesting like a Bruce lookalike, or maybe.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That idea.
So pretty much the image anyone's seen watching this video of Raven, Kori, Dove, which I will learn her name, I promise, and Donna at the restaurant place in the middle of nowhere. That's the episode where Bruce is there, telling them they get their shit together, and everyone needs you, or at least Dick needs you, and everything.
Yeah.
Even though Donna and Dove seem kind of dicks and everything, they left Dick to Watt or whatever because it said we have to save Connor and Garfield or whatever, and like you will deal with Dick. And I was like, damn, these former Titans members are kind of like assholes. But then again, like they have like chips on their shoulders due to the past being tragic and shit.
Yeah, that's what happened. And Bruce like, you gotta get your shit together.
The actor that portrays Bruce is great. Honestly enough, he was great.
It was great. It's great. That's funny. Bruce.
Well, then again, he did have that what was it that scene that scene where he's like with a lot of women dancers and shit.
Yeah. Oh, Bruce. Okay.
I mean, it's an entertaining Bruce for the most part.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Like, Bruce has to climb up sometimes. Can't always be grim and talking about something.
I mean, he's showcasing Bruce's personality well, for the most part.
Yeah, that's good.
So, pretty much, Titans seasons 1 and 2. I fucking loved it. I was gushing to Mike and Chris on the Discord like a month or two ago about it. I was totally invested. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah.
And of course, season 3 will be awesome because the beginning of Red Hood and maybe some hints of the death of Jason Todd is shown a little bit in a silhouette.
Yeah, which means they're probably like either a hint to Joker or might do something else. I don't know, but definitely Joker will be involved somewhere, even if he doesn't appear.
Yes, and yeah, and then again, like we mentioned about the whole Barbara thing and how she's probably be involved in the story at some point. She'll
Yeah,
probably make a mention about that can't be the Joker. Like the Joker's like in Arkham or something. He couldn't have gotten out to kill him. We don't know.
yeah. We're not arguing.
Ugh, Arkham. Ugh, God. You should see the
Arkham
look on my
just
face like, Arkham, but ugh, never mind.
play the video game. We know how useless that place is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, ooh, Arkham, ooh.
Those police officers are not prepared for shit.
Those people on Arkham are fucking supervillains. Of course, they weren't supervillains. Come on, like,
Yeah, most of them aren't even been like sedate, look.
Penguin's one thing, but if you got a fucking crocodile man, a clown,
Yeah,
Riddler running around,
yeah. You got Scarecrow, you got Harley, you got Poison Ivy,
oh fuck, and Clayface,
Clayface. You got into Miss Freeze, who wasn't in the first game. You got Sia's prison cell.
all froze up.
Yeah. The Two Faces obviously was on the run because he was at the end. Seeing Two Face causing trouble.
And I guess a silly and well, the puppet thing though was kind of weird. The ventriloquist.
Yeah, of course it's kind of a lame villain. They'd say even Mark Hamill does a good job playing the puppet.
Yes, and but Arkham Asylum is so fucking it's notorious. Like they can't keep no one secure in a damn place.
Yeah, like, Joker just escapes like everyone when he wants to. It's basically his vacation.
Oh, I just need a break. Oh, I need a break. I'm gonna take some me time. That's all I need.
But that's pretty much what it is. Like, between schemes, just there, whatever he's doing, breaks down, then commits more bizarre crimes. So like, okay.
And when you say bizarre crimes, you mean murder because he has killed a lot of people.
Yeah, either he'll kill somebody or he'll do show crimes. It just changes with Joker, depending. Because like Joker has no one track mind. He's everywhere.
And that's what makes him dangerous. Even as much as I told you about Lex Luthor and how he has no fear for the Joker, he is somewhat wary of him.
Yeah, all those supervillains are weary of him. Not because Joker can threaten him, but he's just unpredictable.
Yeah.
He will kill his own men. Prove his point.
Yeah.
Which is why he is scary as shit.
You did show me that panel of him beating up Scarecrow.
Yeah, and poor Scarecrow, he gets owned by him a lot, even the Harley Quinn show, sadly. Joker gets pissed off, hey, you revealed Bruce's identity. Kills him with acid.
Damn.
And then one panel, Scarecrow tries to use his fear gas. Doesn't work.
Because the Joker doesn't fear anything.
Yeah. Yeah, even though the Arkham Knight gets around just a little bit. But then again, that's like something I guess Joker would be afraid of being forgotten. It's more or less his great fear of what think about it. But in terms of superficial fears, he has none.
Mm.
He's afraid of rats, he's afraid of heights, he's not afraid of his own life. Which is why he's like dangerous.
And yeah. So I guess his shadow will be a factor in season 3 of Titans, but it's supposed to be about Scarecrow and Blackfire somehow.
Yeah. Scarecrow will be a part of it, so I'm assuming Joker will be like not like there per se, but his shadow reference will be there. And obviously that'll be interesting. But Scarecrow being in the show is really interesting because I like him as a villain. And I sadly think he's underutilized in Batman Begins. but I would definitely like to see him in a future movie. He's a lot more like it, like Matt Reeves trilogy. I hope Scarecrow's brought in because I think it's a really good villain.
I mean, he uses fucking fear. That's something to be very, very invested in.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's like one of the better characters, one of the underutilized Batman villains.
He
And
is. You know more about him than I do, but yeah.
yeah, he's underutilized. I think might be just because he's utilized.
I mean, we've already gotten Two-Face and in Batman Forever, which is not really the best interpretation. And
Yeah,
then we got him briefly in Batman.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Yeah, Dark Knight, and then in the second film maybe a little bit.
Yeah. And, there's our. I
And
was. Well, that's rough.
mm,
That line is rough.
but actually, from my understanding, of course I know this, and you know this, that the biggest thing I've ever seen Scarecrow in was in the Arkham trilogy,
Yes.
the third game, Batman, Bat Knight or whatever.
Yeah, he's definitely a big villain, especially in Arkham.
Arkham Knight, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, played by good old John Noble. He's a good actor from
Yes.
Friends and The Lord of the Rings. I forgot he was The Lord of the Rings. I remember he was.
I think the actor. I know him from that Ichabod Crane show that was on Fox for a couple of years.
Yes,
He was on that show.
Yeah, it was also Fringe too.
Oh
Good
yeah,
show.
I remember Fringe now. I never watched it. I know about it though.
Yeah, he was an actor for a minute and he was good and stuff. He's a good actor. And you
Yes.
gotta look at that in that game
Mm.
and stuff.
But
Like,
that's
great. And of course, I think they got the idea of the hallucination from the failed Batman sequel to Batman and Robin.
oh okay.
And because they got the idea of bringing the Joker back as a hallucination because the villain was supposed to be Scarecrow and Harley Quinn slash Joker's daughter because that was Joker's little daughter in that universe and planet.
Mm.
But of course, that fell through because one Batman and Robin got flopped, and that led to Batman Begins, etc.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of how like Batman Begins got like came about because there's Batman and Robin got flopped, that universe died basically.
Mm. Yeah.
There was debate of bring Frank Miller on to do a Batman movie, which I've seen Frank Miller's Batman. He's half done good and half done terrible. So, I think we went out with Chris Nolan because his last Batman stories weren't that good.
mm.
They're controversial. Let's say that. Just him, also Batman. Yeah, and the sequels aren't in terms of yeah. I don't know where to rush for that. This is a hot mess.
I believe it.
Yeah, this is really weird. Like Greg Miller's done some good, but he's also done some sketchy stuff. Well, not sketchy, just like weird stuff that just doesn't make sense in today's day and age. I'm not confident of his third Dark Knight book. I actually forgot it was out of the time. Oh yeah, that is. I might eventually read it, but the second one was not that great.
I honestly would never think you would ever read his stuff again, but okay.
Yeah, especially in today's day. It's kind of like, yeah. Well, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got a better set of movies afterwards, and now we're getting another good set of movies, I think. Matt Reeves next year.
Yes.
So, convert.
Yes. And to come back around to Titans and how season 3 should go with Babs and the Scarecrow connection and Blackfire for Starfire, the mysterious return of Donna Troy, maybe.
Yes.
Also, uh, Jason becoming Black Hood somehow.
Yeah.
Red Hood, I'm sorry, Red Hood. And even the introduction of Tim Drake in this incarnation.
The third best.
And I like the fact that they made him a person of color, so this should be interesting and see if Bruce will adopt him to be the new Robin. We'll see how this goes.
Yes, and he's like, Tim Drake is also like the mix of Dick and Bruce in a way, like both best of both worlds. In a way, like in terms of like him being just as brilliant as Bruce, but I'm being once again younger. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, because as you said, he's like the next detective, more or less. Yeah, he could probably be. He's like the smarter. He's the smartest out of all. He has genius level intellect or whatever.
Yeah, he's the smartest out of Rockets, and arguably a possible successor to Bruce.
Possible successor, but we don't really know. Possible. Yeah. It's a strong possibility.
A strong possibility. We do know he inherits Bruce's detective abilities, or he's his own detective abilities, right? So it's really could have done.
And I think Jason might be to see if they. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that Jason and Tim somehow interact and to say, "Oh, what, you're the new son," or whatever. He replaced you with me. It's like, oh my god, here we go. Because I think in the comics or in one of the previous incarnations that Jason like really, really disliked Tim at one point, but he has this loathing respect for him too. Like, god damn it. He is better than me. He is a better Robin than me.
He's good. I hate him. It's trying to beat him up or something. Yeah, I see that. That'll be season 3 coming up. I always had thought, what if Donna Troy is a hallucination in the season 3 as well? Kind of?
Oh, you're right. That could be a possibility.
I mean, not to say they could, because
yeah.
But Scarecrow, let's talk about that. It's a possibility. Once again, I don't know, because the teaser has to go on. It won't be out until August 12th, I think, is when it's out.
In 2.5 weeks, yes.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks drops. So, CJM Extra, boys and girls.
Yeah, so of course, I'm gonna be watching like all 2 or 3 episodes when it drops. Like, yes, let's get this shit out. Let's get this out. Let's go. Yes.
Yeah, I think What If also comes on that weekend, so that's gonna be a good weekend for fans.
What comes out as well?
What If? So Martin this year eating their cake that week.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So everyone's getting something that weekend.
Oh, I'm gonna have to decide what I'm gonna watch first. What If or Titans? Oof.
Yeah, because I think they. So of course, I think August left over What If. So I think that comes out on day 4 or so. I guess depending on when that's when I wake up, watch it. Who knows? I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay up and watch it, but I'll see.
Well, What If is supposed to be long though. It ain't gonna be like 45 minutes. It's supposed to be like almost an hour, like movie length.
Yeah, that's what I hear. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I feel.
But yeah, Titan season 3 coming out in 2 weeks, and we'll see what this new season will bring because unfortunately it was delayed due to COVID.
Yeah, COVID. And yeah, COVID's got back, so we're still here. So remember, keep washing your hands. Wear your back.
Maintain your lifestyle as is. Like wash your hands, wash your ass, as Chris would say. I guess wear your mask outside. I mean, in crowded places, wear your mask. Even if you're vaccinated, still wear a mask, though.
Yeah, because I think DC is telling us to wear masks first. So, yeah, just this heads up for those in major cities where COVID might be on rise again. Just listen to the laws, please, because the Delta variants are much more dangerous.
Yes, so please stay safe, everyone.
Yes.
And I guess when the first 3 episodes drop, I'll probably try to get Mike to. I'll probably force Mike to do another one, and just as I ramble about Titans season 3.
Yeah, I'll print what's it gonna be watching. Well, give more thoughts. Like I can.
And I will, yeah, and I will say this very quickly. The actress, the Kori, fantastic fucking job. Ravens, all the actors and actresses in the show, I love them. They're great. Kori, the one that played Kori, did not deserve any fucking hate. She made this character her own. I like this interpretation of Kori better than in the comics, actually. That's my hot take. I'll say it.
Yes, because comics have been all over the place. And for those who are used to the cartoon, the comics Kori is not like the cartoon, and this Kori is not like either of them either, so it's different.
It's different, yes.
Once again, the cartoon is for kids. Like, I stress that enough.
Yeah. And besides, I think, and fun fact, I believe in the New 52, Kori actually fucked Jason.
Yeah, she did. And she's fucked him and some other characters.
And I think they toned it down in Rebirth when she said she only did it to maybe make Dick jealous. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, because I realized that's kind of like a bad look.
That was a major sexist move they pulled with fucking Kori. That was a sexist move.
Yeah. They learned from their mistake.
That is like total misogynistic white guys in a boardroom trying to determine what you're gonna do with this female character. Oh, let's just make her a sex addict.
Yeah.
What?
That was bad.
You wanna say that again, sir?
That was bad. That's almost as bad as some other things we've learned in the past few weeks that WB/DC. It's like,
But I think after 1 hour and 21 minutes, I think we're good. I guess I'll name this a Titan / Batman and Batman talk, I guess, or DC Titans talk, Batman talk, whatever.
Yeah. We'll definitely do a Marvel one at some point.
Oh yeah, because we gotta finally talk about WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki.
Yeah, well, now all 3 have been done, and we can assess the big picture as well as well, kind of like add that in there. See where Phase 4 goes next.
Yeah.
So be a big thing, I feel.
Yes, and with What If, and then apparently Hawkeye coming out this November.
Yeah, November, like literally Thanksgiving week, I think, or close to it. I believe it's like right around Thanksgiving week or the week before, yeah. But it's very close.
Yeah, so I guess we'll be eating good on Thanksgiving, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, like we got some extra stuff that week. Wow.
But we'll keep you updated, and so be on the lookout for CJM Extras on Mike or his channel, or our main, probably CGM channel. We will eventually get back to starting with again.
Yeah, we'll get back to starting, and of course, check out Chris's streams where Jeff and I might pop in. And
we might not be able to we might not be able to go in next weekend because we're going to Otakon, hopefully.
So we're gonna go for 2 days just because kind of get out of the house, and next year we'll plan on all 3 days.
Yes. And maybe staying in a hotel or something.
Yes, because I did like send this possible future idea. Did send like a hotel idea that something will fall next year. So yeah. So definitely it's gonna be fun.
Yes, yeah. But we'll talk about that, and when we'll talk about that when we talk about it.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So I am Jeff.
And I'm Michael.
We are CJM, and this is CJM Extra, and we will see you next time.
Later, guys.
Take care.
Bye.